Hey, we want to wish Lincoln a happy birthday. And in commemoration of that, we are presenting this video where we're going to share some of our fond memories of Lincoln. So one of the first memories that we have of Lincoln, of course, is going to his blessing as a little baby. And we were all excited to be there. He had family from both sides, but I've got to say the two most excited people to be there was his mother and father. I'd never seen Justin and Brittany so happy to have this new bouncy little baby boy. Lincoln, you were just a wonderful joy into the Evans family. My next memory of you was when we had Christmas in Washougal. And you were just a young tyke, about 3 years old. And we dressed you up in a shepherd and wise man costume. And I've got to say that it was interesting because you, at a very young age, I could tell that inside of your mind, you were just thinking all the time. I mean, you would just look at things and you would examine things and you were serious about figuring things out. But one of the things that was a little unnerving to you was to have so many cousins all together in Washougal. Being the only boy, the only child in your family, you were a little overwhelmed with all of these cousins, and you didn't quite know what to do with all of them. So it was kind of a fun experience for us to see you go through that. This is my favorite video. This is my favorite guy showing me how to do an oil change. Yes, at the bright age of 9 years old, Lincoln, you made this video. Your dad was kind enough to film that. And you just did such a great job. It was so convincing that you knew exactly what was going on. You were right there on top of it. It's definitely my favorite video. It was great when you had a new baby brother and a new baby sister, how attentive you were to them and how kind you were to them. We got to see you quite a bit as your parents came up to the Oregon coast and spend some time with you. I remember they brought a motor home up and we actually spent the night over on the coast. Oh, yeah. And we got up and you and I went out and we cut willow branches and we trimmed them up so that we could do marshmallows and s'mores. And it was great fun doing all of that with you. Haley has a favorite story that she wants to share that just tickled me pink.
It's just so cute. I remember Justin told this story, and it was about Lincoln. And Lincoln came home one day, this is in Logandale, and he said, "Dad, you know the little friends around the corner that live on the corner?" He goes, "I don't know if I like them." He goes, "Well, why?" And he goes, "Well, because they smell like soup." And Justin's like, "Well, what's wrong with that?" And it's weird. Every time I see them, they smell like soup. And Justin said, "Well, maybe it's because they like soup." He goes, "I like soup. Do you like me if I smell like soup?" And so I think they both laughed. And the thing is, you could always tell that Lincoln thought about things and he realized that that's really a dumb reason not to care for someone if they like soup and smell like soup. And he's always just been a really kind little boy. And you could see that's just who he is. So that's my memory.
So we also know that Lincoln's been very adventurous. I mean, you know, he's been out on his bicycle, out on the scooter doing tricks. And then later on, you know, he got a motorcycle and doing different things. We really enjoyed our time with Lincoln when we went whitewater rafting, when Brittany and Justin came up. And Lincoln was just fearless. We would go over the rapids, even over a waterfall. And Lincoln's like, "Ooh, I can do this." It was great. It was a wonderful experience to be able to share that with you and have that experience with you. Later on, talking about water rafting, we went to Moab, and when we were at Moab, we decided to go on a little rafting trip. And it was fun having you take a turn being the rowing guide and sharing your experiences along the river and just rowing so well. You did a really great job. I was convinced at the time you would make a great rafting guide, just right there. So you did a wonderful job. It's amazing how much you've grown, and the amount of knowledge that you have and the confidence that you have. I think that was something that we saw at your high school graduation. It was a great opportunity for us to be able to go there and see you graduate and to see how many people were there all screaming, "Yay, Lincoln!" And of course, we can never forget that great Lincoln sign that was popped up. That was just brilliant. And that was all. So now that you've grown to adulthood, you've taken on the responsibility of being an entrepreneur. You traveled all the way to Texas. You're involved in starting a couple of companies, a roofing company, and doing a lot of things there. You learned more about real estate. I think you sold that real estate program for a while. I think that you have a real knack for being a great salesperson and a great personality that really connects with people and makes people feel comfortable because you're that kind of person. And we just love being around you, and we love being able to celebrate your birthday, and we want to just wish you the happiest birthday ever.
Happy birthday, Lincoln. We do. We love you. You're amazing.